Today we'll be looking at a landlord-tenant hearing involving a couple and a landlord. According to the couple, they have been applying for rental assistance a number of times and it finally went through. And allegedly the landlord hasn't received rent and she was late in turning in paperwork in regards to her receiving assistance. Let me know what you think in the comments, like and subscribe.
All right, we've got Ms. Standish, we've got Bettina, we've got Christian Ashford.
Your Honor, I had stated, I just submitted the paperwork. I didn't hit the submit button. The paperwork is complete.
But did you submit it now?
Yeah, I just made sure it was submitted.
Did you get a congratulations email?
Hold on, let me check.
Miss Ashford, are you there? All right, we've got Christian Ashford and Jasmine Armstrong. Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, sorry, we're trying to set the camera up.
Okay, your landlord, Ms. Standish, is here. Let me call the case. This is file 21965 LT. Except for 2 o'clock, we got a little behind on the last case. Ms. Standish has been very patient here today. This is a claim for non-payment of rent. We established way back in July that rent was $2,400, and the law at that time required that I continue the matter for 30 days. The parties had been in contact with Keystone. Bettina Emery is here, and she's our agent here from Keystone. Says that the defendants had filled out the required paperwork. They're waiting for the plaintiff, Ms. Standish, to do it. She prepared it, but didn't hit the send button. So she just did send it.
And I did get congratulations email.
So there also, the CDC stay of eviction for non-payment of rent cases was until July 31st. It expired on July 31st. And about 3 or 4 days later, August 3rd or 4th, they issued another one, temporary one for only certain counties. I don't think the CDC has the authority to do that. The Supreme Court said we weren't going to let you do this again. It's not an administrative thing. It should be done by Congress. Of course, Congress can't agree on anything. They can't agree if it's day or night. And so they didn't take the issue up. At any rate, there's sort of a temporary stay in effect for St. Joseph County for evictions for non-payment of rent. I don't want to see these parties get evicted if there is an opportunity for Keystone to pay their rent. And apparently Ms. Standish thought it had been submitted and it had not. So I'm going to continue this again, not for 30 days, but for 14.
Your Honor.
Yes.
According to the moratorium, they're supposed to still be trying to pay rent. And I actually went to their home and spoke with both of them. And I mean, they didn't understand why I evicted them because they were trying. And I said, I have to, after so many weeks, this is my responsibility to be, if you'd show up and pay, that's great. We can cancel it. But they said that the reason they didn't want to pay, because I had talked to Christian and he said, yeah, I'm going to pay you. I've got the money. I got my job. And that was back in the, before the first hearing. They have not paid anything, but I am supporting the entire bills, all of them. And I've got a $253 or $275 water bill here, a $72 electric bill, and it was included in the rent. But and $197 in trash, because they were using both containers. And now I mean, I don't have a job. I'm struggling because I was $3 shy because I'm a seasonal employee. I do taxes. And so I am supporting this, and I'm asking for some relief. He's continued to work, but I've got to have some kind of, I'm mowing the grass because they're responsible for that too, but I'm mowing the yard and I have to go there weekly, and I'm even taking out the trash in sometimes. So it's like I got to have some kind of relief if they're going to. The moratorium says that they have to declare that they're making every effort, and they're not.
Your Honor.
Well, for one thing, they had filled out, just a minute, they had filled out the Keystone application and you didn't send it back. Otherwise, Keystone might be ready to cut a check right now. Now, let me back up a minute. Mr. Armstrong, Mr. Armstrong, is anybody mowing the lawn?
No, we informed them that we didn't have a mower when we first moved in. We had an agreement with the people that lived next door, but like you know, they moved out a long time ago and took their mower.
So she's got to mow your lawn and take your trash out and pay your water bill and pay your electric bill?
Never took our trash out. Ever.
For her to take our trash out, she would have to actually come on the premises, and we've only allowed her to come inside the house one time, and that was to go up and grab materials that she needed
from the upstairs apartment.
She has not taken out our trash, and we haven't used both bins. That day when she came over, we expressed to her that once we got in contact with Keystone, if their arrangement or if their rules told us that we had to uphold the rest of the lease agreement, then that's what we would do. But we told her that we would continue after we talked to Keystone. And at which point, Jasmine tried to file numerous times, at which point she successfully did it. And then, as we just found out, it was never fully pushed through on Miss Standish's.
Where are you working, sir?
I work at a Carrabba's in Portage, Michigan.
Hopefully you're going to be eligible, because this lease is apparently not drawn well. If you don't pay the rent, she's got to pay your water and light bill, which is not a good deal for the landlord. Otherwise, you get shut off. So in addition to you not paying your rent, she has to mow your grass, pay your water bill, and pay your electric bill. So she's getting screwed all the way around. The stay expired the 31st of July, but me kicking you out won't get her any money. She'll be even worse off. So I'm going to continue this for 2 weeks. I could do the writ of eviction now, give them 10 days to move out, and they move out and you get none and the ability to collect none. Also, apparently the holdup in returning it was at your end, not their end. So I'm going to continue this to 14 days.
Your Honor.
Yes?
May I request for the defendants to give me a call at Keystone?
Yes. I'm going to continue this to August 23rd at 2 p.m. Why don't you give the number again?
Are you guys ready?
She's grabbing a pen right now. Give her 1 second, please.
Okay. Okay.
Is there anyone in any of the other units, Ms. Standish, or are they the only tenant in there?
They're the only tenants there.
And as we've discussed, this house has been problematic for years. Um, um, but but Tina, perhaps you could try to expedite this. There is going to be payment. I'd stop mowing their grass. The problem is the city of Three Rivers going to get after you then for not mowing the grass.
Correct.
But, and I would get a better lease that doesn't require you to pay their utilities if they don't pay the rent. In fact, I'd get out of this building altogether, but that's neither here nor there. But Miss Ashford, Mr. Ashford and Miss Armstrong, call Bettina. We're going to see if we can get some money for your landlord. No rent has been paid since April. She got no rent for May, no rent for June, no rent for July, no rent for August, and we're headed into September. In the meantime, she has to pay your light bill and your water bill and mow your grass.
Anything that
So
we've asked.
Let's see if we can get some payment and get squared away here.
Your Honor, I would like to make, while Patina's there, I called Patina 4 or 5 times because I had spoke with Jasmine and she said she couldn't get through. I texted her the number. I went through and asked her to have them email the information. It is my issue that I did not get it submitted because I have been working on it and trying to get the information to them because of their work schedule. I was making sure that all information was gathered for Jasmine and Christian.
All right. Well, let's see if we can get some payment tendered because there's still the question of the stay. So 2 weeks, everybody's on notice. Let's see what we can get done by August 23rd at 2 p.m. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll remove everyone. Bettina, thanks for your help. I had you stick around to the end for that one.
You're welcome.
Let's see if